Sagittarius, welcome to the Quiet Moon Oracle. I am Bobby, and this is your mid-March reading. As always, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't behind. This is going to be a collective reading, so again, trust your intuition with what feels aligned for you. Now, Sagittarius, as you may know, March has been carrying some interesting energies because we have been moving through Mercury retrograde, and we will finally be moving out of that energy come this Friday of this week, where Mercury will be going direct. And also, if you're listening to this, we will be in a new moon, and the new moon would be in the energies of Pisces. So this new energy is all about, under the new moon, is all about emotional reset, closure and letting go, intuition, spirituality, and even love healing. And you may have all been already starting to feel this type of energy, but this is what we have under the new moon. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Again, so go ahead, take a deep breath. And before we begin, set your intentions to receive the message that are meant for you, especially the ones that bring understanding and peace. All right, so let's go ahead and start. And we're just going to go ahead and just do the general tarot pull that we do here. So we're just looking for 4 cards here. And we're going to just go and see what the energies that you have been dealing with this month so far. What's shifting with the new energies, what's coming in, and what advice we can get from Spirit. All right. Can we get one card here to start going, please? Thank you. I'll pull that out in a second. There's the second one that just jumped off the table here. All right. So that's your first card here. This is your second card. Your third card. And we just need one more card. One more card, thank you. All right, Sagittarius. So this is the energies of the cards that we're receiving, and we can see them directly in the screen. So the overall energy so far for this month, or for the remaining of this month, I feel like you've been building up towards a new creative idea, a new creative spark of energy, something that's coming to you from the divine, from the universe, and it's kind of being handed off to you as kind of like a baton to get you started. We have the Ace of Wands, and that's obviously, it's a fire sign, and you happen to be a fire sign, so we'll take this card as a representation of yourself. And it looks like there's going to be, like I mentioned before, new ideas are going to be brewing in for you if they already haven't started to occur for this month. And what is allowing this to come through is the energy that has been shifting, right? I was having the Devil card here, and the Devil card is just showing me that, let me just cover this up there if I could. It's showing me that the energy that being released is like this, either a toxic relationship, or it's maybe even an addiction that you may have. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that if it's an addiction that it's something that's to do with any illegal substance. You know, you can just be addictive to working out, calorie counting, addictive to watching too much TV, or addictive to, just name it. So that can be an addiction itself, right? Or again, like I mentioned, it could be a relationship. And we'll go ahead and pull out a card and see exactly what it is to see if they can get some clarifications on here. But that's what I am receiving, that this energy has shifted to you, that you have more clarity and new energy flowing your way, because you are starting to realize that whatever this outcome or this situation is, that it's not in your favor. So I just want to go ahead. Can you please clarify the Devil card here? Thank you. Thank you. What exactly is this toxicity. Okay. So what I'm getting is this Six of Pentacles. Getting the energy that maybe you are addicted to being on the spotlight, right? Like of being constantly being viewed, constantly being praised for what you're doing. I'm wondering if anyone has any connections or big following onto social media itself. Like, are you a content creator or a YouTube creator that you're constantly creating and what's the word I want to say, producing content that you're constantly having to feel that you have to be producing, that you have to be on, that you have to be able to validate yourself. That's the attention, like that's the energy that I'm having here. That's what what the what's holding you, right? Or what the shackle is, or what the toxicity is that's been holding you back. And it seems that you are really starting to see that you don't have to have that, like you don't have to be in the limelight all the time. And I feel like you are growing within yourself, and this is why we have the sun card showing up, that you're starting to feel joy again. And from this you have definitely grown, right? And you've had this new joyous, adventurous energy that has been coming out. Like you want to be more playful. You want to be able to interact more. See, so while I'm looking at this and I'm informing you this, what I'm actually getting is I honestly still feel like that what's this clarifying is that this is the energies that you want to be, or to you want to feel when you like removing yourself from this energy. So I think that's what it is. I honestly think that you may have been in a relationship that's been kind of holding you back. And again, this relationship could be a platonic or romantic one, but I think it may be with like one that has definitely been holding you back. And this is what you've been trying to achieve all this time, right? You want to be in the limelight, you want to be happy, you want to be joyous, you want to be adventurous, and this is the energy that's kind of shifting. You're no longer in this dark area, right? You're no longer being held down by these shackles, and you're starting to really know what it is that is going to bring you joy. Okay. And then what you don't see that's coming, or I should say what's like the new opportunities, the mindset, because you have changed this. You have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is, you're definitely on a journey. It's going to be a steady journey here, but it's one that is fulfilled and stable and grounded. And that's what's leading you this time around. So it's like you've got a new download of like what your blessings could be like. And like it's like if you got a glimpse, right, of what your future could be, or what your life is going to be in the near future, and that has led you to remove all these toxicities from your life. And you're ready to move forward, and that's the mindset that's going to change everything for you, right? And then if we want to continue to take it on forward and kind of know like what is the advice that we're being told to continue with the end of March, it's you got the Judgment card, and the Judgment card is about being able to connect with the spirit. It's about like being in a way of being judged, for a lack of a better word, right? You're finally seeing what things are being carved out for you. It's kind of like you kind of saw what the other side of the karma could be, but now you're receiving the good karma here, and you have nothing to lose. So you're literally stripping yourself away and just rebirthing yourself in a sense. So that's the advice that the spirit is telling you, is just to continue forward, to do so, and just to be your authentic self, because that's what's going to lead you to to this feeling here of being seen, joy, and being adventurous. And throughout this whole time, you're being told that you need to go ahead and just rest, um, meditate, because you need to connect with your intuition, your divine intuition, because you know where this can lead for you. Especially that I did mention that we're going to be going into the new moon in Pisces, and that the energies for this new moon is telling you to have an emotional reset, right? To like let go of these shackles, and have closure so that you can move along. And I also mentioned about your spiritual journey, about love and healing, and we have the High Priestess here, and the High Priestess is the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces here. And if we continue to look, we have the Ten of Cups. You've reached the top of the top that you can reach, so you're celebrating your joy as you achieved the unexpected here. And if we continue, look at this, and you have the King of Cups. You're emotionally balanced. You're able to stand there with pride. You're able to empathize with people, and just have an overall balance that you maybe have been looking for. And because of this, we can continue with this. Look, you're gonna have opportunities that are coming your way, and this could be even be coming through your dreams, right? Being able to see like all the abundance that's flowing your way. But you're definitely getting ready for a journey, and that journey is the journey that I mentioned here with the Knight of Pentacles. So Sag, March, the remaining of March going into April, and in this new moon energy, it's looking really amazing for you here. So I just want to remind you that for the remainder of March, just know that you're still having to do the work, that you're still are being asked to release the energies that no longer serve you, to allow these downloads to physically come to you and in your mind, so that you can see and start putting in action what your new journey is. But you need to rest and remove and let go of energies that no longer serve you, because when that does happen, you are going to be in the limelight here. You're going to be recognized, you're going to be seen, you're going to be celebrated, and it's going to be a whole new time for you, where you're just going to be super joyful, content, happy. You're going to be like I said, radiant here. And what I would like to do is I do want to go ahead and pull out some oracle cards here, and just see what other messages the spirits have for you. And while I am shuffling this, I do want to tell you, thank you so much for being here, Sagittarius. And if you are really enjoying this reading so far, please consider liking, subscribing to the channel, as that really helps the channel to grow. All right, so let's go ahead and see what other messages do you have for Sagittarius for this collective reading. What would you like them to know about the journey that lies ahead? Thank you. Okay. And what we got is TikTok. And if we're looking at the card here, it's two hands releasing and letting go of a clock that's tied to a balloon, and the numbers are kind of like exploded off here. And there's like, I want to say there's also sand falling down. So for me, what this is telling me is that it's just within time until everything is shown to you, right? This to me, because of the circles, it's also telling us that it is it's a full closure. It's a full, you're like closing a cycle here. And what's popping out to me is the number 13 on the card here. So yeah, I just think this is really good luck that's coming your way. within time, you're gonna know what your destiny has for you, and that's just gonna take you to many places that you didn't think that were possible before. All right, Sagittarius, so this is the end of your reading for the month of March, for your mid-March here. So again, as I mentioned, please take what resonate and leave anything that does not behind. As always, please comment down below and let us know what part resonated for you. And once again, thank you for being here. Please consider liking and subscribing, as that helps the channel grow. Thank you.